Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. How's everyone doing today? It is Thankful Thursday, also Testimony Thursday. But before we get into it, and I actually show you some real live testimonies of people that are on the pathway to wealth, and also talk about some real conversations that I had yesterday about the state that we're in with our money and our jobs. But before I do that, type in the comments, replay if you are watching this on replay. Also, let me know where you are watching from because I want to see how far I am reaching. But guys, so I actually had two conversations yesterday with women who are in their late 50s, early 60s. Both of them are in an awesome financial space. One worked her whole life and will be ready to retire soon, but she is ready. She has the money that she needs. And the other is still working, but she is set with her retirement as well. And both of the conversations that I had with them, it brought up the fact that so many people are working and still struggling. And that, guys, is a problem. We really should not be working every single day or 5 days a week, giving 8 hours of our time a day, if not more, to a job, and we still don't have enough money to survive. And a lot of it comes with the wages that we are paid. Some of it comes from maybe not having an education, so we can't get the higher paying jobs, or maybe we're in transition and we're working our way towards a higher paying job. And some of it is because a lot of us don't know what to do with our money, which means we are working and the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck is never ending. And I was watching a webinar recently, and someone said, they asked a question about how is it that someone is going to afford that product that I was watching the webinar on. And the person said, a lot of people are not poor, they are just broke. Guys, if that makes sense to you, type a 1 in the comments. Good morning, Jamel. If you understand that a lot of people are not poor, they are broke, put a 1 in the comments. And I'm going to explain what that means. What that means is a lot of people actually have the money that they need to do the things that they need to do, but because they are not tracking their finances, or they are not shown how to actually manage their money, they are broke and all of their money is going out the window. Yesterday, we talked about expenses, right? And how if you don't have a business, we're throwing away probably about $19,000 a year. But the other thing is a lot of us are spending $200 on cable. We have a $150 cell phone bill. Our housing expenses are more than 30% of our income, which is a problem because now we are house poor. Our car payments are $500 a month. We have all of these astronomical expenses, and our income cannot maintain that lifestyle, or we are just barely making it. And we might actually be making a decent income, but because our expenses are more than the money that we are bringing in, good morning, Trevor, then we are now broke and we are possibly a 6-figure earner. So guys, I'm not just going to keep talking about this stuff, how to make wealth real, how we do the things that we do. I'm just going to show you some testimonies of people that are actually using our services and how this is changing our lives. So the first thing is, I understand that people do not have money to add another expense to their list of expenses, right? Because like I said, a lot of people are broke. They are not poor, they're broke because they have all these expenses and their income is just enough to cover their expenses. But guys, what if I told you that by starting, 1, a home-based business, and then 2, starting a Financial Edge membership for only $79 a month. Yes, I said only $79 a month, and that covers you and your significant other. You could easily bring back an additional $120 up to $2,000 a month. And this testimony here is just someone who, let's look at Isaac for an example. He got an instant pay raise of $328 a month, and that is not including what his wife is going to get. Like he said, this company has done it again, time and time again. My own personal checks for my full-time job, he got an instant pay raise. So guys, you can't see it because it's very small, but his federal income tax went from $182 down to $100. So let me ask you a question. If you had an extra $82 every time you got paid and you were paid weekly, how would that change your life? It would make it better, wouldn't it? Type in the comments yes if your life would be better if you had an extra $82 in your paycheck and you were paid weekly and you did not have to ask your boss for a raise. You did not have to do more work. You didn't have to do overtime, but because you had an expert look at your paycheck and tell you how to properly fill out your W-2 at your job, you got an extra $82 a week. My life would be better. Yes. Trevor said it would be better. Jamal said yes. So let me not stay on this topic. So then the next thing. So now let's say we followed this plan that our organization shows you. So we show you, the experts say, hey, you got an instant pay raise. So here's some extra money. Good morning, Shannon. So here's your extra money. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to also work on your credit at the same time. So we are going to use Miss LaVox as an example. So guys, Miss LaVox, she said last night, I believe her score was in like the 500s when she started. Let me show you this. Her score increased. Now, this was March 11th. March 11th, her score went up 199 points. 199 points. But look, now, as of May 12th, which was probably about 2 weeks ago, she is now at 788 credit score. Guys, she is like inches away from being in the 800 club. And guys, the 800 club is a good place you want to be because that's when those interest rates go down. Good morning, Diamond. So let me explain the importance of having a high credit score. So first, we talked about minimizing your taxes. So now you have more money in your paycheck to pay your bills, right? Credit score is up. So let's use LaVox as an example. Her score went up 199 points, and she is now at 788 points, approaching the 800 club. I'm sure she'll be there probably like in 2 months. But having bad credit makes you use more of your hard-earned money towards debt, things that you cannot afford, things that we cannot afford. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Cynthia. It makes you pay more for money that we have to borrow when we need to purchase things that we cannot afford because we do not have the cash to buy them. So the lower your credit score, the higher your interest rate, which means more of your payment is going towards the interest versus the principal, which means you are in debt longer. Most of the times your monthly payments are higher, which means now you have less cash flow, which means you get broke faster because instead of having a payment of $200, you're actually paying $350 for the same exact loan that someone else took out for the same amount, but because their credit score is like LaVox at a 788 or in the 800s, they're only paying 1.69% for that money while you are paying 10% for that money. So guys, first think about how can I increase my money every month? One, you want to work with experts that show you how to fill out your W-4 properly so you're not overpaying taxes. Two, you want to have a home-based business so you can take advantage of all the deductions, all the subtractions, right? That can come out of your paycheck so that you are getting that money throughout the year versus waiting for a large lump sum the following year. Second, you want to get those credit scores up because if your credit is high, that means you are paying less for money, which means you are out of debt faster and you have more money monthly. So then the next thing, and if I'm boring you, I'm sorry, but I love this topic. But if you find value in any of this information I'm sharing, drop a fire emoji in the comments. Also type hashtag value because I want to make sure that my message is getting across and we are understanding why it is important to, one, have experts, and two, actually understand what's happening with our money. So now the next thing is I talked about expenses, and guys, I don't even know if I pulled up. I forgot to pull up my expenses one, but we also have Bill Shredder where our bills are getting reduced every single month. And we have experts that actually call your provider to reduce your monthly bills. And I'm so disappointed I forgot to upload that one so you can see it. But I personally saved $15 on my internet bill. So if you had an extra $15 in your household to use towards expenses, I want you to do me a favor and let me know what that extra $15 would do for you. So now let's say, guys, right, we have our taxes. We're paying less taxes. So now we have more money, right, to pay off our debt. We have our credit score going up, so which means we are paying less for money that we have to borrow. Now we are actually on the pathway to wealth. So when I say the pathway to wealth, what if I told you that you could invest in land like Miss Angie Blackwell? Miss Angie Blackwell is actually a single mom like myself, and she started her private reserve account, and she is also a land banker earner, and this is her with her certificate. So if you don't know what that means, land banking is when you buy land in the pathway of growth. You buy it at wholesale, and when it is time to sell and the big boys come in, such as Walmart, NASA, whoever, I don't know, Amazon, they come in and they want to purchase that land, you then can sell it at retail. So Angie positioned herself to where she is actually creating generational wealth for her son with the private reserve account. There's a lot of people that do not understand the value of a private reserve account. I actually had a conversation with the woman that I referred to this earlier in the live, who is very smart with money. Her son is in the finance, and she had never heard of a private reserve account. A private reserve account gives you returns on your money anywhere from 8% up to 14%. And guys, it is protected from the stock market. So many people saw a decrease in their 401ks when the pandemic happened because the stock market plummeted, which means their money in their 401k plummeted. So guys, if you had an opportunity to invest your money, your retirement, into a private reserve account where you are getting returns up to 14% and it is protected from the stock market, how would that make you feel? Would it make you feel awesome? If it would make you feel awesome, if you could position yourself to have your money in a private reserve account getting 14% returns, drop a fire emoji in the comments, guys. Drop those fire emojis because we all have the opportunity to make wealth real with this strategy. So guys, that is my time today. But I felt that it was very important to share this information because I am thankful that I have actually been introduced to this opportunity and these wealth strategies, these principles, these experts, because it is changing my life. It is changing thousands of people's lives. And we are actually working our way towards the millions of Americans that don't understand our money and don't understand that it is not just a small group of people that can actually make wealth real, but we all can make wealth real because we actually have the tools and the solutions, but we just have to implement it. So guys, it is no more living broke, because I do understand that a lot of people are not poor. They are just broke because their money and their expenses are just way too much. It is time to get those expenses down with a lot of the strategies that I just showed you, and also start investing that extra money that we have in our household after we use the strategies, so that we are getting things like 14%, 43% return on our money. So guys, all of that stuff that I just talked about is only $79 a month. And I had actually a couple of people tell me yesterday, I want to start, but I don't have the money, or I want to start as soon as I get that extra money, I am going to start. Well, how about this? What if I told you that by you starting by the next time you get paid, if as soon as you get started, you upload your documents, you could already have that extra $82 a week in your paycheck that I showed you that Isaac was getting. So guys, that covers your monthly membership with just one paycheck. Or if you get paid 2 times a month or bi-weekly, that is an extra $164 every time you get paid. So that covers your membership. So even if you have 1 month where you may have to sacrifice, maybe turn off the cable, or not go out to eat one time, or cancel that subscription for Amazon Prime, and maybe cancel that Hulu subscription. I don't know, but you could easily come up with the the $79 that one time, and then look into getting your instant pay raise, because more than likely that will cover your monthly membership and you won't even have to worry about that being a new expense. So guys, that is my time. I'm also going to, good morning, Brian. Good morning, Kizzy. I am also going to drop the link. If anyone wants to get signed up and says, you know what, I want to take advantage of that Financial Edge membership, because I know sometimes you just don't want to talk to me. You just want to get signed up. So if you are that person and you don't want to talk to anyone, you just want to use the services and get started, I'm going to drop the link so that you can start your Financial Edge membership today and actually start using those strategies to make wealth real. So guys, please enjoy your day. Anyone who commented on today's live is going in the drawing tomorrow for a vacation voucher, and I am choosing Vegas again because that is my place. So if you commented, you are going in the giveaway, and I will do the name picker live. And then ladies, it is hoops on Friday. I love hoops on Friday. So if you want to join me, wear your hoops. Guys, have an awesome day. Stay safe. And I will see you tomorrow at 7:15 a.m. Later.